Hi, I'm Andrew Jones from Aecom's PDD team. I'm the Managing Director of Planning, Design and Development in Europe. Our work here at Aecom starts right back at the strategy stage, developing the policy background and inspiring the ideas that create new opportunities in London's urban landscape.
I'm Jim Strike. I'm a Senior Director in Planning in PDD in London. I think the role of the planner really is very much the ringmaster, bringing together a whole range of disciplines to create places, to shape and change existing places to make them better for the communities that live and work there. In London, we're very much dancing in a crowded ballroom where we have relatively little land, a lot of people living, new communities coming along as well. And I think the challenge will be to ensure that the infrastructure is delivered, whether it be transport infrastructure or utility infrastructure. And some of the experience we've had with, for instance, Thames Tideway Tunnel and some of the fierce opposition that's generated, but also looking at how we can deliver the maximum benefit from some of our existing assets, such as London City Airport, where expansion plans could be thwarted by local communities, is something we need to all work collectively very hard to overcome. Aecom's also had a long-standing role advising the London Borough of Barnet on the development of Brent Cross and Cricklewood, again one of the major town centre regeneration projects in London, effectively looking at how the existing shopping centre can be turned into a really strong mixed-use town centre in that part of London. We've also advised many other London boroughs on master planning and regeneration projects in a whole range of smaller town centre areas, including Streatham and Norwood, recognising the key role that these smaller centres play as focal points for their communities. A key role for the planner in the built development process is to make some often quite difficult decisions about the use of land. So what are the priorities? Often there are competing interests and competing agendas about how land should be used. And the planner's role is to really weigh up the advantages and disadvantages of different approaches and come to a decision about the optimal solution. Another key role as part of that process is to articulate those advantages and disadvantages to communities and other stakeholders, because it's often only through their input that you can actually achieve that ultimately optimum output. So one of the key objectives of the Legacy Community proposals for the post-Games use of the Olympic site in East London is to create a new piece of city, which is a residential environment with the retained venues and the parkland, but that will create tremendous opportunities for healthy lifestyles for the future residents. So with the parkland, the retained sporting venues, but also walkable neighbourhoods where people have tremendous opportunities to walk to work, to walk to shops and local facilities, as well as unprecedented cycling facilities, together with opportunities for local food production. The Olympic site really does have the potential to create a template for new healthy lifestyles in a London for the 21st century.
There are a number of key projects that the team here in Aecom in London have been involved with. The biggest one being the regeneration of the Lower Lee Valley, which has encompassed the Olympic Games and also its legacy. And way back in the west of London, we did a lot of work for Hammersmith and Fulham on the regeneration of Old Oak Common. This created the basis for that council to put their submission into the HS2 petition and finally got Old Oak Common identified as a major site for regeneration, as well as an HS2 hub in the west of London. So that really balances the major projects that we've been involved with.
I think the biggest issue facing London in terms of planning over the next 10 to 15 years or so is going to be ensuring the delivery of the infrastructure that London needs to support growth and keep the capital moving and functioning as a world-class city for the 21st century.
Getting this infrastructure balance absolutely right is important as well. And so some of the challenges for London are around the role of the mayor and the boroughs in the future planning of not only the Greater London area, but the broader metropolitan area of London as well.